Tonight, after announcing a delay, thousands of Safeway workers are now preparing to strike tomorrow if their union cannot reach an agreement by midnight. The union says the strike would impact hundreds of stores from the Grapevine to the Oregon border, including about 20 stores here in the Sacramento region. It would be their first strike in 3 decades. Tonight, we're hearing from a union member who says he's at a breaking point and he isn't alone. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has the latest on what they're planning to do next.
Tonight, the countdown is underway for Safeway employees in Northern California ready to strike Sunday if their unions cannot reach a deal by midnight.
So if our union leadership comes out at 12:01 a.m. and calls a strike, then the full membership will be on board and we'll be ready to strike against these companies.
Eric Marcus says he's been an employee at the Safeway in Redding for about 15 years. He says he was in management for 13 of those years, until recently becoming an inventory control clerk, also known as a receiver for the company.
Getting a job at Safeway was a great opportunity for me. I started as a courtesy clerk, was instantly just in love with the service aspect of the job. You get to interact with so many people on a daily basis. As an anchor in your community, you get to have regular interactions with a lot of the same people.
But Marcus, who says he's speaking for himself and not the union or any other employees, says after COVID, workers were hit with the rising cost of living and stagnant wage growth.
Quite honestly now, especially in California, we're dealing with wage scales that are, inadequate for the cost of living in the areas that we live. A lot of us can't afford to shop at the stores we work at. And, that's a big change from what used to be a dignified middle-class job.
The UFCW sent ABC 10 its own statement with the president saying, quote, "At the urging of the federal mediator, we continue to meet with Albertsons, Safeway, Vons negotiators. Unfortunately, major gaps remain in wages, healthcare funding, retirement security, and job protections." Safeway also released their statement with ABC 10 on Saturday, saying in part, quote, "We are working diligently to balance the needs of our associates and customers, maintain our position as a trusted choice in the market by delivering consistent value, and ensure the long-term sustainability of our business in a highly competitive grocery industry." Marcus says as a rank-and-file member, it's frustrating being on the outside looking in, just like the community is. But they're ready to withhold their labor if they're pushed to take that step.
We're all taking a big risk here, but there's a reality that if we don't do this, how do we change this? How do we get out of this situation? We can't accept another bad contract.
In Sacramento, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Roxanne, thank you. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates as we learn them.